Hey guys, this is Ross, and today I want to do a fig tasting video for you guys. This is my first main crop fig of the year. Well, actually my first main crop fig of the year was last week, but I was going on vacation and I didn't get a chance to take a photo of it or take a video of it. I just wanted to eat it before I left for vacation. If you've been following along, you know that my Azores Dark tree, which is the tree right here behind me, my Azores Dark tree has been exceptionally early for me. It put out figs very early in the greenhouse, and since the tree woke up from dormancy, it's been 100 days since my first main crop fig, and now I'm getting more. That's really early. 100 days from waking up from dormancy in terms of figs is extremely early. In terms of a lot of plants, that's very early to get fruit off of, but the sole reason why I'm getting this fruit as early as I am is 100% due to my greenhouse. I woke my tree up on March 20th. It put out main crop figs on April 7th, and then today it's July 8th. This is my second main crop fig, and then on July 1st that was my first main crop fig. So I've really been amazed by this variety, but then it's not really just the variety, it's the fact that the heat that I've been giving it in the greenhouse has then caused the fig to bolt and put out many figs, as you can see right here. If you look within the tree, there's not much branching going on. You know, you have a branch coming up here from the base, and that one trunk, and then it really tries to branch out a little bit more, but really that's it, because the tree put out so many figs so early on. Here's another fig right here that's swelling. The fig I picked was right here, but I mean it's just insane how many figs have formed so early on. And this is a main crop, you know, this is on new wood. So this is last year's wood right here. This is new wood, this is new wood, and then this branch right here is new wood. So it's definitely on the main crop. In fact, it's been just as early as my earliest Breva. I had my first Breva, my first few Brevas last week as well, and it's been actually at the same exact time. Now, there's a few varieties that can do this, you know, like Improved Celeste. I'm sure Malta Black can, many of the hardy Chicago types. There's a few other figs that have yet to prove themselves to be put into this, like a few that I've recently found, like Rasty's Unknown, Persian Unknown, Teramo Unknown, Brandon Street Unknown, Dal Oso Belfiore. There's also Floria. So there's quite a bit of figs that are in this category that could probably ripen within 100 days. So that's what I'm going to do next year, is really get these varieties to a state in which they can fruit for me just as early as this tree did, so that I'm eating my main crop. Actually, I'm trying to go for even June. You know, if I wake my trees up in very early March, maybe even sometime in February, I can get these trees to actually fruit for me in 100 days, which then would put them in June. So that's the goal for next year. And enough talk about that, and let's get to the fig tasting. So as you guys can see here, this is the fig I picked. It's called Azores Dark. I picked it last year. This is my favorite fig last year, and you really have to let this one hang, otherwise it doesn't taste all that great. It more tastes like a melon rather than a berry fig, which is what this is. And if you really let it ripen, and you know, as you see here, there's a lot of bug damage. When I picked this, there was ants in the organza bag, which means that this thing's really ripe and it's ready to be picked. But you know, I couldn't let this thing hang any longer. You know, it seems like the right color. It just needs a little bit of cracking in the skin. But for the most part, this fig is ready to be eaten. Something to note about this variety before I eat it is that the skin on it is very thin. Here I am just rubbing the skin right here, and it's just coming right off. I mean, it's a very thin skin. The skin really is very non-existent. I mean, it's just interesting like that, and I think this would be a variety just absolutely horrible for shipping and commercial ability. So you know, this is for hobby growers only. Well, it looks like it got spoiled by the rain. The eye on this is a little bit more open than I would like it to be. Maybe if I just pick some of this out, it'll be fine. We did have a bit of a rainstorm yesterday, and there's a void here in the center. The eye seems a little bit more open than maybe usual, but for the most part I think it has a pretty closed eye. Let's give it a try. I mean, it's just so good. It tastes like a non-acidic strawberry. It's just melt in your mouth, soft. I mean, it tastes like a fig, but it has a strawberry flavoring, you know? It's just really good. I could eat a lot of these consistently, like back to back. It has a nice refreshing flavor to it. There's some berry figs out there that are very complex, and that one so far this year hasn't been. And I think if you can get it to hang longer, get it to wrinkle up, it will have that complex berry flavor. But for the most part, I think you're gonna have to settle with getting this fig to the point where I got it and having it taste like a really refreshing strawberry. What's really nice about it though is that I could eat a bunch of these figs back to back. I mean, they're bite-sized, they're not too big, and you could really pig out on them. I could probably eat like 10 just sitting here, you know, no problem. Whereas something like a honey fig that's really rich in honey or really rich in sugar, I probably couldn't eat 10 of them. I mean, you know, it's too much sugar there. It's too rich. Whereas this is more of a refreshing, very nice berry flavor to it. So guys, that was Azores Dark. Thanks for watching, and this was Ross. Check out my Facebook on facebook.com/RossRaddy, the username of this channel, and yeah, happy gardening, guys. See you later.